What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Road and Tow Show. Hey, Heather is
Hey,
our
hey, hey.
co-host, and we have Terry in there. I did see Lucky Laptop and Show Me State was in there as well.
Hi, y'all.
Hopefully they get bounced over to this one. So, Heather, how was your weekend?
It was good. Got to talk to my daddy and, see what was going on with him.
Oh, look, 007 troublemakers already in here. I don't care what Pink Taco says about him. I kind of like the guy.
Hey, Junior, welcome in.
So we'll give everybody a chance to get in here, and we got Mark Wilson in the house. Show Me State. But
Yeah,
what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of talk about what the future holds for Road and Tow Show. As everybody knows, Tow is taking a month off to kind of check everything out, kind of get his head on straight, and
see where life takes him.
yeah, and kind of see where things go. We're praying that he comes back and he's really good. So what we want to do is we really want to um, kind of see where everybody else would like the show to go to. Obviously, I've asked Heather to be the co-host. Actually, she beat it into my head that she was going to do it, whether I wanted her to or not.
Oh, you
So
liar. I've been
no,
saying this for how long now?
yeah, exactly. She's a awesome part of the show. She does a lot for the show. So while Toes away, she's gonna kind of fill his spot and kind of help me out with it. But saying that, you guys are the ones that come here to listen to us rant and rave and everything. So what we thought was let's see what everybody would like to see. We're open to do we want to do open panels maybe once in a while, things like that. Do we want to kind of continue the way we're going? What is everybody else's thoughts on it? And Ellie, see you in there, Cheryl, Oklahoma girl, Batman,
Sweetness. Hey, laptop.
Sweetness. Yeah. So, Heather's, what's your thoughts on it?
Well, listening to everybody and the messages I've been getting, and because I put feelers out of what's been going on. Everybody likes the review of videos, whether the special guest is there or not. Everybody's really wanting it to stay geared toward police activity, government activity,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine with me. They like the way it's been going. They like that we have auditors on. They like learning new things and being able to voice their opinions. Is basically what I've been getting.
Awesome. Well, welcome in, John. So,
Motor City, hello.
it's one of those things. It's like we're gonna kind of play with ideas. We would like to hear everybody else's opinion. We do use the Bamley's ideas and stuff. Um, we kind of go off of each other, and but there's more than just the people that click that we have of we stay in contact with daily. You guys come to the show all the time. You guys should have a say in it as well. So we're kind of hoping we can get some ideas from
Now
everybody.
that don't mean we will use each and every suggestion y'all make either.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
Taco.
But you know Pink Taco's around. He's got to be here somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
I said his name already, so you know he's popping in. And we got Jin Wow, Snarkin Sass.
Wolverine, welcome in.
Wolverine had a pretty busy day today. I
Yeah,
was in a
he
couple
sure
of his.
did. That was
I popped,
wild.
yeah, I popped into his live stream a couple times. YouTube turns, welcome in. Justice for Life.
Hello, hello. What was that? Hi, Creole. Welcome in. Hey, MLH. Welcome in. How you doing?
And I am now.
Okay. Well,
Um,
you still wanting to open up panel and get
yeah, we
ideas, or
can go
just have
ahead.
them write down in chat?
Let's go ahead and get everybody writing in chat for now, and let's see what everybody says. Yeah, Wolverine, I bet you are. You were like all over the place today.
I'd be tired too. I mean, not just physically tired, emotionally tired after they went through.
Yeah,
That was hell. I was on the edge of my seat.
yeah, that was
Like,
pretty
what
brutal
are y'all
at a couple
doing?
points.
Oh yeah.
Jen, wow, we're kind of taking while Toes away. We're kind of taking suggestions on where people would like to see the show go. We're kind of getting an idea of where everybody else would like to see the show go. Hey, Terry, you take care. Good night.
Later, babe.
He said he's out.
He's tired.
Oh no, that DMA and Sweet Tea just showed up.
Hey, Sweet Tea. Hey, Nevaeh. DMA.
Nevaeh. I didn't see her pop in.
Yeah,
But yeah, we'd like to kind of get everybody else's take on where they would like to see the show go, and go from there.
and if you, I mean, y'all can always email Road Dogs or me, or get a hold of y'all. Know who's with the show, the family, and everything. So you can do it that way, or put it down in chat. Yeah, and we do have an update about a former guest, Manuel Mata. He was arrested today, and we're still waiting on updates about what's going on with him. But apparently, he was injured during the arrest and had to have medical. But we're waiting to find out if he's going to be able to bail out or not.
Yeah, I saw that he got arrested. I hadn't had a chance to look into it. As everybody knows, I still have construction going on here at the house.
Ellie,
I'm actually setting up a whole workshop.
I actually like being able to see, so I'm going to put a no on that one.
On
She
what?
asked if you were going to be stripping.
Me? Oh no. No, 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 no. That's it. I'm calling Ellie right now and
Hey, John Eagle, welcome in. 420, what's up? I'm not seeing any suggestions down there, people.
yeah, and Gen Wow, as far as him crashing it, his drone, he's already had too many close calls, and I bet you anything he has. He's just not admitting to it.
Well, that's anybody who gets a brand new one.
Actually, believe it or not, the one I have, the only thing I've done is trimmed a couple trees. I have not yet crashed it, knock on wood. And I've had it now for about 3.5, 4 years.
Oh, look at him,
Not
LAP on there
saying
bragging. Not one crash. Uh-huh.
that's about the time you will. That's why I said knock on wood. I had one of those like little really cheapy ones prior to this one. So I had an idea. I had an idea of what I was doing, and it worked. When I got the new one, it was like night and day, and that one's so much easier. And the one he has is almost like mine. It's just mine's bigger than his. It's made by the same company.
Jen says, watch out for that flagpole jumping out at you, MLH.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bite you in the butt.
You know, what it was, he was at the fire station and almost ran into the pole. He wasn't paying attention or something, and he almost hit the pole. Came really close. I guess he didn't realize how close he was to it.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, since nobody's making suggestions, how about we just throw out some that we've had?
That'll work.
I mean, we know everybody likes the review of the videos and everything. What do y'all want us to continue with getting auditors up here to interview?
And we did, as far as I know, we're still set up for Friday, are we not?
As far as I know, yes.
Yeah, you guys will definitely want to stay tuned for that, because we do have somebody that everybody knows and everybody loves, and he don't normally do this. So we will announce that probably the day of the show. We're going to keep it under our hats. But we do have some other auditors lined up that we will be having up here. We're going to have there's I think 4 so far that have actually said let's do that. And
Oh no,
so
Jen.
we do have some.
Jen says that her son lost hers that she won from Silver, first time flying it.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah, no, Mark. I'm sure you like being able to see your daughter. That ain't happening either. Thank you, Ellie. And we've also talked about maybe having an open panel night. What are y'all's thoughts on that?
You want the Discord crowd on panel? Actually, that was something I had brought up in a roundabout way that kind of crossed my mind is get everybody that is in the Discord together and get everybody up here, because we do have them pop in and out, stuff like that, but trying to get everybody up would be kind of hard, but we might be able to get quite a few.
With jobs and everything the way it goes, it would be difficult.
Oh, now Mark wants to see me in a bikini top. Mark, go to sleep. Hey, .com, how you doing?
Hey, Firm, welcome in. I see you down there.
So what's everybody's thoughts on doing maybe one night a week open panel? Give me a 1 for a yes and 2 for no.
Oh, this will be interesting. Oh, we're getting ones and threes.
Of
Pink
course,
Caveman comes up, so yes.
Mark, where we open it up for anybody and everybody to come up, as long as you're not bringing drama. Oh, Show Me State's going to say 3 as well. Oh, Nevaeh's got to go against the grain and say 4.
Of course.
Hey, South Alabama. Yeah, that's kind of where what I was thinking is I've been kind of thinking of doing one night a week where we are like doing the open panel kind of thing.
Well, I mean, it could be the open panel could be, a couple auditors come in that with something that they want to share, not be the spotlight, but have a video highlighted, or just come up to shoot the shit or whatever. Just depends on how it goes that night of open panel.
You want an ASMR?
Mark's asking, bring one person up if we bring up one person at a time. I guess that depends on what they're wanting to be discussed, or if they're wanting a video highlighted, or what have you. Or we could have several auditors up at one time, or top watchers, or just somebody who's looking to get into it. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what. There's so many different ways we can go with it, and that's why we're kind of getting your guys's take on which way you guys would like to take it. Like Mark said, we can bring one person up at a time. On an open night, we would have basically anybody that wants to come up can come up, as long as they don't bring the drama to it. And MLH, yes, you can come up and talk about drones if that's what you want. Lucky, yeah, I know you jump up whenever you can.
Well, I mean, we've talked about keeping the fun ending, and because depending on what we've seen or what's been talked about, palate cleansing and fun videos at the end or whatever.
Right. And yeah, I think that it's a great idea, Ellie. Have it to where nobody just kind of takes over.
Lucky, we know you're working a lot. He's recently got a job. He works anywhere from 12 to 18 hours at a time. Hey, name deleted. I see you down there.
But I will say anybody that decides to mirror the channel will be struck again. And that person knows who I'm talking about.
My name's Bennett.
And you ain't in it.
Yeah. Let's see. Nobody's given any suggestions, so I guess they like what's been going on and, you know, having an open panel and stuff from time to time. About once a week, you said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll do once a week open panel.
Let's see. I know everybody's used to coming and watching videos and stuff. You want to see if anybody's wanting to come up and voice their opinion or anything?
Yeah, we could do that. Let me throw the link out.
There we go. And yes, you will have to show your face, and there will probably be an overlay put up if he's got one available. Y'all know the routine. My lad, she's going after Ellie.
Oh no. Do I have to let him up?
What's up, guys?
Hey, Ann, how you doing?
I'm doing good, and my drone is perfect, in perfect condition. I want to clarify what happened at that fire station, Rody. You said that I ran into I hit the home button, and it automatically went to the flagpole. I'll have you know, because it's got like an automatic land feature.
Yeah, I know.
So how dare you? But it did not run into the pole. It ran into the flag, and it did no damage to the flag and no damage to my drone. So it's all good. It's all good in the
Hey,
hood.
even if it falls once or twice, if it's not broke, it's fine.
That's right. That's right. Oh, how dare you? Ellie's such a hater tonight. How dare you, Ellie? Jesus. But somebody brought up. I want to give the person credit. Who was it? Somebody brought up. Oh, Bacon brought up. We talk about the your favorite video games growing up. What is some of you guys' favorite video games growing up?
Oh Lord, I wasn't into games.
Wow, Mark Wilson. Mark Wilson doesn't like me apparently. You wasn't into video games. You never played like Nintendo or Atari or
Well,
anything.
yeah, I mean, I wasn't about it all the time or nothing. I mean, of course, I played Atari and Nintendo and like Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man and Centipede and stuff like that. The slower ones, like Spyro. My
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
kids,
yeah.
my
No, those are
kids are World of War and the all the army ones.
yeah, yeah. I'm not. Man, the games are pretty complicated nowadays for the most part. Rody, did you ever play any games when you grew up, like Atari or anything? Or actually, in your day, it probably would be like Pong or like tic tac toe or something.
I hate to tell you, I remember when that came out.
So do I, actually. So do I.
Yeah, I actually I got my first Atari. I think it was like in '81, something like that. I know the 2600 came out in like '77. It was like '81. I got one,
So
and
5 years.
they only had like I think maybe 5 different games out there.
Yeah,
There wasn't too many, and it was like when it was really starting to take off.
yeah,
But I really never really sat down and played with it. It just was not really my thing. That's like right now. I've got a 360 and an Xbox One. I could not tell you the last time I sat down and played on it.
yeah.
I
I'm
just
a
ain't got time.
I'm a big time gamer, but I agree with you. Lately, I haven't had time at all to play much of anything. But I have a PS5. I got a not a 360. What's the one right after the 360? But now they got another one, and so eventually I'm gonna have to get that. But that'll have to
Well,
wait.
they keep changing them. But
Yeah,
when you do get a new one, keep your old one because those things go for some money.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Apparently, I got 60 seconds on the clock, according to Ellie. Is my 60 seconds up?
Yeah, she needs to get her butt up here.
Oh, if she comes up, I'm out.
Oh, Ellie, hurry. Come on,
Yeah,
Ellie.
how dare you? How dare you, bra boy? Did you see they want you to wear a bikini top, Road Dog? I was like, I don't want to throw up. Did I lose you guys?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought my throwing up comment at seeing Road Dog in a bikini scared everybody away. Time was up 5 minutes ago, Mark Wilson. Jeez, Mark. Thanks, Mark. Oh man. Ellie wants you to what song? What song do you definitely don't want me to sing? Well, maybe.
Oh
Depends
yeah.
on the song. How dare you guys?
And uh,
You guys would be surprised to hear that I actually can sing.
do what?
Yeah, see, you're surprised, aren't you, Heather? My dad's a world-class singer, so I got a little bit of those genes in me.
Yeah, your dad can
What?
sing. That's for sure.
Yeah, Ellie's like, no, you can't. Jen's know your way, no way. And I hate to admit, but I've been in there and I've heard you sing.
You've heard me sing off the cuff, Heather. You've never heard me singing like for reals. There's actually only a few people that have. No, my dad is the real deal for sure. He actually can sing his ass off. How dare you, Ellie? Golly, this is the pick on MLH day, I swear. Please no. All right, Swiss. Jeez. All right. I will not sing for anybody. How dare you guys? Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Yeah.
I've sang one time and will not sing again. I know
How
my
do you know?
limitations.
Junior, how do you know I can't speak Spanish? Of course I can speak Spanish.
Hello, Gregory.
What's up, Gregory? Oh man, I love the SNES. I used to have, well, I didn't have an SNES, but I used to play the shit out of it at my friend's house. Super Metroid's greatest game of all time. So good.
I had a friend of mine that had what was it? I want to say it was in television, but there was a Vikings game. Him and I actually spent all weekend long when I think we were like, oh, I think we were like 21 ish, something like that. And it was one of those things where it was like we had the whole weekend and we just said, screw it, let's do it. And we sat there and drank beer and played that stupid game for 48 hours straight.
Oh,
Yeah, it was not a good weekend, I'll tell you.
¿Qué quiere decir, Junior? What do you want me to say?
Hey, CFW, yeah, we heard about Manuel Mata. In fact, we talked about it here just a second ago.
has he been transferred to county yet? I know he was supposed to be earlier. He's set to be arraigned at 11. She's at the jail. Good. I'm glad somebody's down there checking into it.
Awesome.
And this is why I'm usually down in chat and back panel. I'll be back in a minute. I've got to take care of something here at the house. I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
So you've never crashed your drones, Rody?
Not the one I have now.
Yeah.
I bought one of those like really super cheapy ones that you pick up for like $50.
Yeah.
And I sit there and those things were a pain to fly.
Yeah.
And I got the one I have now, and it was like night and day. And knock on wood, so far it has not crashed. Now I have trimmed a couple trees with it. And I've actually trimmed a couple trees on it with it on purpose, playing around.
Yeah.
But as far as actually crashing it, no, I have not. Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it seems, I don't know, it seems kind of intuitive for me, at least with the DJI that I picked up. Like it doesn't, I don't know, man. Like I don't know if I have a knack for it or what, but I can fly that thing pretty good.
Yeah, the DJIs are not that hard to do. I mean, they actually make it really easy to fly them, and then it's like you said, the home button. Now I've got mine set up to where I can actually fly mine out 9 miles, and then I'll lose service on the connection between the radio and the drone. And I've actually flown it out, roughly 6. I haven't pushed the 9, but the way it's set up, that's what they're supposed to be able to do.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's one thing I did notice. Like when they give you a range, that doesn't take into account line of sight and the connection between the drone and the controller and stuff. So when they say 9 miles, it's probably more like what you're saying, 6. Like mine says 4, and I'm guessing it's more like 2. You know what I mean?
right.
Because you lose connection sometimes with the remote control. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that was my biggest fear, and it was like, so I had people like staged along the route just to see if it would do it. And then once I got it there, I hit the home button, and it literally came back the same exact route that it took, and it landed within about a foot and a half of where it took off from.
yeah. The
And
G
it's DJI.
Yeah, did the DJI, did I say GGI? Maybe I did.
What maybe one of you and I did, but no,
Uh,
it's DJI.
the DJI actually just goes straight up in the air, like as high as it can, like legally, and then it goes over to where you are. You know what I mean? Like where you took off from, and it goes like probably within a few feet of where, you took off from. But a lot of times it just catches it perfect. It's
Hmm.
like it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, mine actually follows the exact route that it took to get to where it's at.
Huh.
Um, I have heard some of the newer ones will actually go up so many feet above where it did, and it kind of comes back in a straight line.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, okay, if you crossed under a bridge or something like that, is it going to go up high enough that it won't catch that bridge?
I think you have to have a line of sight and be really good with it. You know, amateur as I am, like I've been trying to kind of do scenarios like that, like going under power lines or going under like soccer goal, like how they have like soccer goals in parks and stuff. I've been kind
Right.
of practicing with that because that is interesting. Like I don't know a scenario that you would really do that with except if you're filmmaking, Rody, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd risk that unless I had a very very clear line of sight. You know what I mean? You get
Well,
far
what?
enough, you can't really tell. I mean, the camera is like a different perspective. You
Uh
know?
huh. I will tell you, going under your first bridge, it will freak you out.
Yeah.
Um, I've got a uh, dam that's right here by me, and there's a road that crosses over the top of it, and it's pretty much off the water. I mean, it's a pretty good distance, but not being able to see where you're going, it's like, holy crap, and you literally have to trust your camera and be able to do it. And then you get into where it's like a lower bridge, where it's like train tracks. When we had the flood out here, I went out and did a lot of filming, and I had to cross under a couple bridges. I only had about 6 feet from the water to the top of the bridge.
Yeah, yeah. I took it to a river in the mountains, and once I went around the corner, like the remote controller was kind of having trouble connecting, but I just hit that button and it came right on back, no problem. But I got some cool footage, but I have to get a reader to put it up on the channel so people can see it. It's really cool. I mean, the footage you get with the drone is actually really, really amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Road,
Yeah.
do you see private chat?
Let me see. Okay.
All right. I'll try to be back up. Bye, guys.
Okay. Yeah, the footage that comes off of them, most of them come with a 1080 camera on them. Now, the one I've got, I actually got to upgrade it. I do have a 4K camera on mine now.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the 4K stuff is really nice. I mean, it is what it is. Takes up a lot of space on your card, your mini SD card, but worth it in my opinion. It's really really good footage. Really cool.
Oh no,
What?
Mr. Wilson's in the house.
Uh oh. Uh oh, Mr. Wilson. What's up, Mr. Wilson?
Heidi ho, neighbor.
What's that?
I said, Heidi ho, neighbor.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen his new picture with him holding a picket fence like this? Like
No, that's the first I've seen of it.
Yeah, he's actually got one of him doing that.
Yeah, I actually got to send it to my computer. I just haven't got to it. I didn't realize it until I got in here. I was like, oh man, I never switched it here. Figure out mess with it tomorrow or something.
But yeah, it's pretty scary flying the drones like that, because you spend good money on them, especially for the better ones.
Yeah. What is in your neck of the woods, Road Dog? What is the legality of like flying them? Like I know the rules about like you can't be near airports and correctional facilities or stuff like that. But what general rules? Like if you're in a park, like is there any like I mean obviously if you're in a park and you're flying it around and there happen to be people there, like it is kind of weird to like I don't even like doing it in a park with a bunch of people because I'm always afraid that someone's going to kind of complain about it, and I can see the point of view, but
Right.
but in all honesty, like I mean you're in public. I mean it's the same rules that apply to like a person with a camera, right? As long as you're not following them around and stuff like that. But what specifically, like I mean, is there a certain height restriction in your neck of the woods, or what restrictions go on there?
I was worried
Is
about you crashing it into people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Technically you're not supposed to fly over crowds. I know that rule changed beginning of this year. I have not looked into it.
So
But
you couldn't like for instance you couldn't take it to a concert and get some really cool like crowd pictures, right? Like I mean I'm just asking. I mean I don't
yeah,
know.
you can't, the way the new law reads, you can go over a crowd, but you have to be like X amount of feet above them. I think it's 50 feet above them. And then like as far as airports go, you can't. If you fly it within 5 miles of an airport, you have to call the traffic control station and let them know you're going to be flying, get clearance to fly, and then let them know how high you're going to fly, all of that. Now, the one you have the one that's, I think it's less than the actual weight limit.
Yeah, I don't have to register it at all. But
Right.
right, like if I was to, like DIA is not too far from where I live, Denver International, and but it's well away. I mean, it's probably 10 miles away, so I have no problems flying it here. Like I flew it above my neighborhood just to kind of get an overhead view of it. Same thing like Google Maps, right? No big deal there. But I flew it way high, so nobody could. Hopefully, nobody noticed it, and it was like, I wasn't. I mean, that's the risk that you run. Like somebody seeing it. Oh, you're spying on me, type thing. But no, I mean, I absolutely not. I mean, you just get cool overhead shots as long as it's way high. I would never like fly it like into someone's backyard, for instance. I think that would be a bridge too far, right? I mean, you're like, even though
Right.
you're technically not on their property, like if you were like, like going down into a person's yard, I think that'd be kind of icky, right? I wouldn't want anybody doing that, to mine. But if they're just going overhead and looking at the backyard or whatever, like who cares? I mean, I don't know. I just don't see it as a huge deal as long as you're not peering into. Because I thought about bringing it downtown, like downtown Denver, and getting some really cool shots. And then I thought about all the like lofts that are down there and all the windows. Can you imagine? Like it would be kind of weird. Like you know.
Well, technically speaking, if you have a window open, technically they cannot stop you from doing it. That's what I think is nuts. As long as you do not land on their property, I know that they finally came up with a rule you have to stay 20 feet above the ground, because there was people that were flying a drone up next to windows looking in, things like that.
Yeah.
And they didn't get them for it because it's technically airspace. So technically, you were able to do it
Right.
because you weren't technically trespassing.
You still have to have like a moral compass, though, right? Like it's
Oh yeah.
like
Yeah, I mean, there's a fine line on what you should do and shouldn't do. I mean, it
Right.
still takes a little bit of common sense and maybe some respect in a lot of ways too.
Yeah, 100. That's a good point for sure.
Yeah,
You
in
know,
fact, Seven Freedom has a drone that shows up at his house on a regular basis, and it flies up right up to the window. I mean, it's like within 3 feet of his window looking in. He don't know who it is, can't figure it out. So what we've been doing is waiting for one night when it's out there. I'm going to come out there with mine and have it totally set up, and I'm going to fly above it, and I'm going to try to follow it back to wherever it's going.
right.
If it was flying over my place, I'd probably take it out of the sky.
Well, and
That's actually against the law for you to do that.
I didn't do it.
You know what? I
Actually,
think
the only
do-
person that's allowed to take down a drone above their property is a farmer.
Oh wow.
If you have your place set up as a farm, has to be legally a farm. Technically, they could shoot it down, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Well,
Right.
because I will technically be a farm.
Yeah. Well, look. I mean, if it's high enough, does anybody really care if it like let's say it just goes right over your place, right? And it's not just hovering there, just looking at you or whatever. I mean, I understand. Like if I had a farm and there was a drone hovering over my farm, then yeah, of course, I mean,
Right.
shoot it down, of course, I mean, who cares, I mean,
Well, the reason why they did that was apparently, I don't know if it was kids, I don't know who it was, but apparently they were flying over the top of farms and dropping poison on
oh, that's
stuff.
that's no good. That's different. That's that's breaking
That's
the
the reason
law.
why they allowed it.
Yeah, yeah. Ellie said if she saw a drone, she would break out her fly swatter. You know what? With my drone, that would work. You know what my drone name is, Rody?
You said it the other day.
Yeah,
Buzzy or Busby or something.
Busby. My
Yeah,
mom
Busby.
named it Busby because when it gets close enough, it sounds like a bee. She
Yeah,
says,
it does.
"Yeah,
I never named mine. Now mine's one of the bigger ones, so it has to be registered, and which kind of sucks. I want to get one of the smaller ones, because the smaller ones are the way they've got them now. It's like those things can actually buzz around better than the one I've got.
yeah." They're pretty good, man. I mean, I have to admit, like it's pretty intuitive. It's not. It doesn't take like a rocket science to fly one. It's one of those things where it's easy to learn, hard to master type thing.
Right.
Yeah. I'm still learning. I mean, I'm doing little things here and there to kind of learn and stuff, but I'm getting better. It just takes a bit to get used to, but it's not, it's not rocket science or anything, but some of the movements. Then you got to take into account the wind and stuff too, and that's something that the bigger drones are probably way better at is dealing with wind.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, because you can be flying along and no wind on the ground and go up 25 feet and have a little bit of wind, and you hit 50 feet. You may have a draft there that will carry the drone away. I actually had taken mine up. I was almost 100 feet up, and it was like I hit about, I think it was like 97 feet, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like it got caught and just flung.
Yeah.
Thank God I was able to control it. I was able to get it back under control and get it back.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to worry about updrafts and downdrafts and stuff like that. But I haven't had too much problems, even on windy days here. So, I mean, I'm not going to take it out when it's like, gale of force winds or anything. But
Oh, come on.
yeah, no, I'm good, man. It's too small, man. I mean, if I had one of the bigger ones, then but I don't plan on getting one of the bigger ones. You have to register those things and all
Yeah,
that.
you have to register them, and then you have to have a drones license. And it used to be $5. You just paid $5 and you were done.
Right.
But Ellie,
10 feet. I think the maximum you can go up legally is 400 feet, though.
Yeah, 400 feet.
Yeah, yeah.
But with the ones that are like mine, you have to register it. Like I said, when I first got mine, it was $5. You just did it over the internet and you were done. Now with mine, I actually have to take a test in order to run.
Well, we know you'll fail, Brody.
KJ, technically you're not supposed to go over 400 feet. Do people do it? Yes. But when you get up so far, the wind and everything grab those things and take it off.
The funny thing about having a small drone is they're if you're high enough, you can't really notice they're there at all. And they do have a nice zoom too. So, just saying.
Hey, Miss B.
get myself a small drone. I don't want nothing too big. I've seen some van and bus channels where they have a small one, and the thing works amazing.
They're coming out with another one that can actually. It's the DJI Mini 3, and maybe next year, it'd be on my wish list. But it's really cool because you can set it to track, like, if you're, let's say you're filming, right, like you're doing like an actual movie or whatever, and you need a shot of like following like a car overhead or something. You can like click on your car and it'll follow your car.
You should
It's
be able to
actually
do that with yours.
No, I've tested it out. There's nothing at least how, not that I know of. But yeah, you can do that with people, like if you're tracking a person or whatever. Like, I'm not saying like tracking people in general. I'm just talking like movies and shots like that, like where you need to, like, kind of buzz ahead, above and stuff. But it's actually really cool. It's a good way of keeping track of your. But I think the DJI 3 does it, Rhodey. I don't think the 2 does it, at least from what I know. I mean,
It should, because mine does it, and mine's an older model than the one you have.
yeah, but you can also, you said, go 9 miles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
mine.
you're also talking. It's a lot bigger of a drone, and
Oh.
I also have the original. The way it was set up, it would only do like 4. I think it was 4 miles or 5 miles.
Yeah.
But I added the antennas and all that stuff for that.
Oh, I got you. So you added the antennas to have the ability to go further.
Correct.
Can you? I see, because I was looking at that too. I don't think you can do that with the DJI. I don't think you can add antennas to gain range.
Peanut. No, we don't do drama here. That's why. And if that's what you're going to bring, you can leave.
Yeah, this is a no channel, and it. Wow, people.
Yeah, technically it is illegal to fly out of sight. The way the new rules are.
Yeah.
Unless you have spotters. You can do it as long as you have spotters along the route you're going.
Yeah.
Does that cover like all states, or every state's going to be a little different?
I think every.
That's federal. But now certain cities like Denver, for an example, they're a lot stricter than, say, Oklahoma City.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of looking at it, and I mean, I think you're good to go even in like downtown Denver. Like, I was on the outskirts of downtown Denver when I was flying the drone over there at that fire station, Rhodey.
Mm-hmm.
And I did check it before. I mean, as far as I can tell, there's nothing to say that you can't fly it there, as long as you don't go over the correctional facility, which is, obviously on the south side there of Colfax. But I got some good shots of downtown. It was really cool. I didn't go all the way in downtown, but just on the outskirts, and it looked really cool.
Yeah, I know Denver does have a little bit stricter drone rules. Only because, remember, you and I were talking about it, you wanted to get one and all that. And I was looking at some of the rules, and they're a little bit stricter than most cities, but they're not like that bad.
Yeah,
for an
no,
example,
it's
you're not
not.
allowed to fly over a park unless you're in a certain area,
Yeah.
and it's designated for flying a drone. But there is, like, you can get special permits and things like that to be able to do that. So, like, say there's a concert going on and you need to get footage for it, you can go into the city, have them issue you a
Oh,
permit
yeah.
to
You're
do it.
right, because I did see that. You can't, like, for instance, you can't fly it in. Like, I couldn't fly it into what is it? Empower Field, like the stadium here.
Right.
For obvious reasons. Like, I mean, it's pretty obvious why you can't do that. But yeah, like if the band, for instance, had a drone and they wanted to get really cool shots of the crowd and the concert and stuff, they would have to apply for those permits and
Correct.
stuff like that. As long as they weren't flying like above 400 feet and all that stuff. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, there's actually a website, it's drone-laws.com, and they've got a list of all of the different states, and it'll give you exactly what the laws are in your area. Then you actually have to look at your city. They give you the state laws, and then certain cities have their own.
Yeah. Yeah, they have local ordinances too, which
Right.
the state trumps those and federal trumps them all. But you'd have to fight that all the way. I mean, it's the same song and dance for anything.
Exactly.
The local ordinances don't really mean too much if you want to challenge them in higher courts. It's just a matter of if you have enough money to fight those charges and want to spend all that time doing so. But no, I don't want to deal with any of that. I'll just be completely safe. You know what I mean? Fly high
Mm-hmm.
and don't, go into concerts and, for the most part, stay out of downtown unless I'm doing like a specific shot. Like, I'd really like to get a shot of like overhead of the 16th Street Mall, which is really cool. And, like the convention center and like the Register building and, stuff like that. But, that would be those would be just separate little tiny videos that wouldn't bother anybody. You know what I mean? Like there wouldn't be any flight concerns because I wouldn't fly higher than the buildings. I think the buildings are quite higher than 400 feet and stuff like that. But yeah, it would just be really cool to get some of those shots. Like there's another shot that I want to get of like a sunset, like just have it hover like way high in the air and get the sunset as it's going down, behind the mountains and stuff. That would be really cool.
Yeah, it would be. The other thing you can do is to make sure you have plenty of batteries for when you're doing that kind of thing. How
Yeah.
long does your batteries last on yours?
What's that?
How long does the batteries last on yours?
Oh,
If you
they only
decide-
I have three and they last like a half an hour each. A little less than a half an hour,
Ooh,
But so it's not that much
really?
time, but
Uh-huh.
but it's good enough. I mean, an hour and a half of flying is, that's cool. It's good enough for me for the shots that I need. I mean, I do want to get extra batteries though. Just so I can fly longer.
Yeah, so you're able to fly about an hour and a half total.
Yeah, an hour and a half, which is that's a good chunk.
Yeah, see, mine I get right at, depending on the wind. If there's no wind, I can get about an hour and a half out of one battery. If there is wind and it has to fight against the wind a lot, I can get about an hour and 15 minutes
Hour and 15 minutes on one battery.
on one battery.
Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, I wish the battery life was bigger, but I think since it's smaller, obviously the battery is smaller, it's not gonna hold that big of a charge.
Yeah, what's funny was they were saying that, oh yeah, you ain't gonna get more than about 45 minutes charge out of it. And I'm like, so you're only gonna be able to fly it for 45 minutes per battery? Damn, that kind of sucks. But I've been getting about an hour and a half. I think the longest I've ever flown was a little over an hour and 40 minutes.
Damn, that's good, man. You must have been having a really good time that day.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and I only have two batteries on mine. So I'm
Yeah.
able to fly generally I just figure I can get a good 2 hours at least
Yeah.
off those two batteries. You flew on a cable once?
Pink Taco says fly a drone into a strip club. Yeah, I'm sure that would go over well, Pink Taco. Oh man. Although I mean, I did catch some cops at a strip club one time.
You caught him there?
Yeah. I was I was just driving around at a homeless sweep, and all the cops were like kind of congregating at the strip club. It was like 3 in the morning. I have no idea how long they were there, but they were just sitting in the parking lot. As soon as they saw me, of course, they scattered.
But yeah, the drones they're a lot of fun. I mean, I sit there and take mine out whenever I can, but I haven't had mine out probably, oh geez, it's probably been a year. But what I'm looking to want to do eventually is I want to tie a donut to the bottom of it, fly it over the top, and kind of bounce it up and down over the cop's head. And hopefully, he'll reach up and try to grab it.
That
Get
would
that
be
on film.
Yeah, but if he reaches up and actually grabs it, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he would take your drone with it, man.
But yeah, I always thought that would be funny as hell to see.
Oh, you got to be faster than that. Do one of
Yeah.
those type of things, you know.
Exactly.
Pink Taco, I shoot drones down. Really, Pink Taco? How many drones have you shot down? Good luck with that, man. Oh, famously unfamous says cops deal dope in strip clubs. I wouldn't doubt that for a second. Would anybody doubt that?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't doubt it either. That's how they recruit snitches and informants. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's one thing to actually fly those little tiny cheapy ones and fly the good ones. If anybody ever sits there and says, "Oh, it's no fun to fly in those things," yeah, they've never flown an actual drone. It's like a DJI or one of those, because it's like totally different. I used to have one of these ones that like set in the palm of your hand,
Yeah.
and those are a lot of fun in the house. They are hard, a little bit harder to control, but it was fun to play with. But if you got it outside, the wind would just a littlest breeze and it'd go everywhere.
Yeah, those aren't meant for outside, I don't think. I think those are
No,
purely indoor ones and which I think is a terrible idea anyways, you know, especially if you got like I don't know, like knickknacks and shit, you know, you'd be knocking that shit out over all the time. At least I would, you know, indoors.
right. But anyways, we're gonna jump out of here. I just wanted to jump in here, kind of get everybody's take, and then MLH got me started on drones. But anybody that wants to get MLH talking, talk about wrestling. Just saying. You can't shut his ass up.
That's funny, Rody. Yeah.
Gaming and either games or
Yeah, video games for sure. Video games for sure.
or you do the wrestling. Yeah, good luck. I was actually on a phone call with him one night. I think it was with Toe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Toe and I just talked for
for
a good chunk for sure.
He made a comment about the some wrestler or something, and next thing I know, I was literally sitting there for like 45 minutes listening to those two go back and forth. It was like, why am I here?
Yeah. No wrestling tonight. I think everybody's got their fill of me for sure, and fill of drone talk. I don't know. I find it kind of fascinating. I just want to pick everybody's brain on if they have a drone or not, and like what the ins and outs in everybody's neck of the woods and stuff, and stuff like that. It's an interesting topic for sure. It's not, it's not really related to cop watching or the 1A, but
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if you stop and think about it, it can be, because that'd be a hell of a camera.
well,
Um,
yeah,
you could actually stand a block away and fly it, as long as you didn't fly it right over the top of it.
yeah,
It really would not. Um, they wouldn't even know you were there.
yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I've flown this drone a few times now, and like once it gets up to about 30, 40 feet, you don't even really notice it at all. You can't hear it unless you're really listening.
Right.
I mean, you'd have to be like really, really listening to it to in order to hear it. And then, to see it, I mean, how small my drone is, it's like it's next near to impossible. I've lost it so many times and it's like literally a block away. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yours is gray and black too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got black
Yeah.
propellers and it's gray. So it's really, I don't know.
Yeah, see, mine's white, and it's got what was it, turquoise? I think it was a turquoise and purple stripe on it, which I'm actually planning on pulling those stickers off of it. Those are the original stickers from it.
Yeah.
I'm
And
planning
now
on pulling those off and have a buddy of mine airbrush it.
Yeah. When you see it in the air, like it does have you can have different lights on it. Like you can change the color of the light, can be green or red. If it's red, you can really see it. You can see the red blinking in the air. But if you
Right.
put on like the white light, you can't see shit. You know what I mean? Like unless it's at night, then you can see it.
Right. Yeah, see, mine don't have lights on it at all. So I want to get lights put on it,
Yeah.
but it does not currently have lights on it.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Road Dog, I'm gonna get off here. I just thought I'd come up and you said I could come up and talk about about drones. So I knew you had drones, and I know a few people in chat have drones. So it's just interesting to hear like different people's rules and like insight on. But for me, it's kind of intuitive. I mean, I'm still learning. Obviously, it's easy to learn, hard to master type of thing. So if anybody has any good advice, you can always email me and let me know the ins and outs of the DJI Mini 2 if anybody has one of those and stuff like that. Maybe some software tricks or whatever, stuff like that. But so
Yeah, I definitely want to get on the phone with you one day, and we can go over, because you should have the ability to do the tracking.
yeah, see, that's something I need to figure out. Hey, Famously I'm Famous is asking you to play the video of the Wolverines on FU Live. I don't know what that is, but I don't know.
Let me take a look.
But he says Heather has the video, but Heather's not here.
Yeah, Heather had to step away because she was her mother had an issue or something.
Yeah, put a Bluetooth speaker and tell the tyrants their day has come. No, you can't. You don't want to get that close, Defend, with your drone, man. They might do something stupid like try to shoot it down and stuff like that. But good to see you, Defend. I saw your live earlier, sir. I still don't know what the hell you were talking about. I came in late, but I'm sure I'll figure it out later. But hey, Rody, thanks for having me on, dude. I'm gonna take off here. I gotta go get Bernie in a few and stuff and sulk over my Avalanche losing the hockey game tonight. But thanks for having me on, and stay safe, everybody in chat.
All right, take care, brother.
All right, man. Later.
Yeah, famously, yeah, Heather had to step away, so yeah, we can do it on Wednesday for sure if you'd like. But everybody take care. We'll be back Wednesday with our normal type show. And then Friday we do have a auditor interview. So definitely stay tuned for that. And we're going to take off, and we will talk to you guys later. Later.